Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Firefighter succumbs after being mowed down while on duty. A firefighter died after he was mowed down while responding to an incident along the Ocherous Main Road in St. Ann on Wednesday. He has been identified as 25-year-old Lorenzo Dawes. Public Relations Officer at the Fire Brigade, Emilia Ebanks, told reporters that Lorenzo was part of a team which responded to a fire in the vicinity of the Reynolds Piers around 2:30 p.m. He said when they were about to leave, a vehicle slammed into the rear of the fire truck, pinning Lorenzo between two vehicles. In expressing condolences to the family and friends of the young firefighter, Mr. Ebanks noted that the brigade has been plunged into mourning.
We responded to a call of fire in the vicinity of the pier in Ocherous. The fire was extinguished and the team was wrapping up the operation. They're actually replacing the items on the unit and shutting down the pumps and all of that to head back to base when a motorist, from the information I got, was overtaking on the hard shoulder, slammed in the back of the truck, pinning the firefighter between the motor vehicle and the fire truck. When we were able to separate both vehicles and release the firefighter, he was taken to the Sentence Bay Hospital, where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. I really want to use this opportunity to, just express our condolences on behalf of the management of the Jamaica Fire Brigade to his immediate family. Of course, we are also mourning as well, and all involved. I really want to use this opportunity to just express our condolences and our deepest sympathies.
Freddie McGregor suffered stroke at home resting. Reggae singer Freddie McGregor is recuperating after suffering a stroke, reporters understand. According to reliable sources, the Big Ship singer suffered a stroke on Monday in the United States and is now at home resting. Effort to contact family members, Gino or Stephen McGregor, the singer's son, proved futile. Mark Letman, a Los Angeles-based guitarist, film and television composer, wrote on his social media pages that the singer had indeed suffered a stroke. Just to confirm that singer Freddie McGregor did have a stroke this past Monday, I would just like to confirm news from a very reliable source that he's currently doing fine, just resting up. I hope this puts everyone's mind at ease all over the world that gets posted. For the past 38 years, Mr. McGregor has been one of reggae's frontrunner. He is known for the songs including Big Ship, Push Come to Shove, Just Don't Want to Be Lonely, and I'm a Winner. PPV operators still hopeful government will approve payment plan for outstanding tickets. Transport operators are still waiting for a response from the government about the proposal for an outstanding ticket payment plan. The proposal was submitted to Transport Minister Audley Shaw, who promised to take it into Cabinet for consideration. This after the government rejected calls for a ticket traffic amnesty. President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, Mr. Newman, reiterated that operators are willing to pay but need time. Mr. Newman added that the association legal team is helping members identify and organize their tickets to facilitate the payment process. He noted that in the aftermath of the protests, some operators are still upset and urged them to hold strain over the holidays while they await the government's response.
Let me be very upfront in saying that our operators, thousands of them, want to pay. They're not asking a favor not to pay. They're just saying give us some time. Because of the hiccups in the system, because of the challenge in the system, they want some time to pay. Many of these tickets are given unwarranted. And so we have applied for a payment plan and we are awaiting a payment plan. But the sector is now at a crossroad. We don't know what to do. And I want to encourage our operators, amount of tickets you have outstanding, address them in whatever form. We set up a team at TODS where if there's a legal situation, we will work with you. We have provided a law firm to address your concerns. We urge you to make use of it. We also urge you not to consider any form of withdrawal of service in the public transport sector. What that would mean for Christmas is that thousands of commuters will not be able to find adequate public transportation. I know you have heard that come December 1, things are going to happen. But all I'm saying to you, we are working with you to ensure that you pay your tickets, and that is why we are asking government to give us a payment plan.
No new leads in murder of American investor in Ocho State Police. There are no new leads in the murder of an American investor in Ocho St. Anne who was shot to death on Monday. Investigators have been reviewing CCTV footage in a bid to identify the killer. However, head of the St. Anne Police Division Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell told reporters that although investigators are thoroughly examining the clues, they have not identified the suspects. "We have no new leads," SSP Powell stated. The victim, 53-year-old Philip Brother Green, was a real estate investor of Villa Bernard, Shore Park in the parish, and is believed to be a major player in the local cannabis sector. Investigators say about 4:30 p.m. on Monday, Green was at home when two armed men entered and demanded money. When their demands were not met, the men opened fire on him, killing him on the spot. He had recently returned to the island for a trip from the United States. His wife and son were not harmed. Green has been living in Jamaica for the last 25 years. NSWMA chairman says adjusted legislation needed to curb garbage disposal issues. The country's legislation needs to be adjusted to help curb the issue of improper garbage disposal. That's according to Chairman of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA Dennis Jogg, who was speaking at the handing over ceremony for several garbage trucks at the National Heroes Park in Kingston on Friday morning. After an estimated 2-year wait, the NSWMA received 50 garbage compactor trucks and 10 bikes from the government to assist with the collection and transportation of solid waste. Noting the importance of the garbage trucks, Mr. Jogg says he hopes this Christmas season will be one of the cleanest. He suggested that higher fines be implemented for illegal garbage disposal and littering.
With these 50 trucks, we're making every effort to make this one of the cleanest Christmases ever. And we can eat off the ground. So let the cleanup begin. I want to say to Jamaica, if Jamaicans do not dispose of our garbage properly, then we will never have enough trucks to deal with it. And so even these 50 or 100 trucks will not solve the problem because it comes down to civic pride and personal responsibility. We can't do it without the fines being increased, Minister. We issue over 300 tickets every year, every month. But when you're talking about an average fine of $3,000, it costs you less to break the law than to dispose of your garbage properly. And this has been caught up in the bureaucracy for over 10 years. We cannot have a situation where fines, legislation for new fines are caught up in a bureaucracy for over 10 years. The illegal vending in towns also is something we have to do because that's one of our biggest problems. And the mini dumps, it creates a health risk. And so I lament the fact that even though we have done all these things over the years, we haven't been able to deal with the whole thing of the legislation because of the bureaucracy. So we have to fix that.
Government far advanced in the rollout of National Broadband Initiative. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government is far advanced in the roll out of its National Broadband Initiative. Speaking at day one of the Invest Jamaica 2022 Business Conference, the Prime Minister noted the government has been making effort to improve Jamaica's business environment and the build-out of the broadband internet in one aspect of this. He stressed that the aim is to make Jamaica an efficient place to do business by embracing technology and making the country a digital society.
We have put together a plan to build out our broadband infrastructure in Jamaica. We call this the National Broadband Initiative. And the objective is to ensure that everyone in Jamaica has access to reliable, fast, and consistent broadband, but more importantly, that all our businesses have access to broadband connectivity. And I can tell you that we are far advanced in this, and by the next financial year, we should be making some major announcements as to the progress we are making in this regard.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.